Hi guys, welcome back to Marant's Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. This is an unscripted response, guys. This is a one-take session. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where I start, but I'm coming at him. Aron did another dumb tweet. But when I start digging, I don't stop digging. I really do the DD myself. Unlike anyone else that's out here just shouting out numbers, oh, it's coming back. Oh, AMC's doing great. This is a great company. And that's what he's telling you in every tweet. There's guys out there who are fighting on Twitter, on Reddit, on YouTube, Discord. They're telling you it's not going where it's going. But you know, I do my videos. Aron's a snake. Here's where he's lying. Okay, I'm done doing hypothetical things. Okay, I'm just going to break it down to you the best way I can. First thing is this: great stock to own. Great stock to own. There was a guy out there. He said, "Tell me who you are if you disagree with AMC because I've been in it since January." Good job, bro. Yeah, everyone's been in it since January. Everyone's been in it since day one, apparently. No, there's guys out there holding the bags at 40, 50 bucks a share, without a doubt. Because somebody told you to buy it at 40 and 50. And I don't know why you did it. It's the dumbest buy you'll ever do. But let's talk about the tweet, and then we'll go from there. As you guys can see, I have everything up on the screen. Right now, these are the two shares that I have owned. I still own GameStop, obviously. I'm still riding it because I love what the company's doing. I don't love what Aron's doing. Here's what Aron does, okay? And I'm just going to break it down. I'm going to beat him to it. Aron, feel free to watch this video, man. I hope and pray you know what kind of villain you are. But here it is. Encouraging box office numbers. News keeps rolling in. We need to sell more tickets still, but October 1st through the 21st had the biggest 21-day domestic industry box office since the pandemic closed theaters early 2020. Yo, prophets of doom for the future in cinemas. A positive sign. Choke on that. No, listen. This is not a positive sign. This is something that's really happening in real time. If you guys are going to compare to 2020 pandemic closing, that's what it is. I've got you covered, okay? I've got it all for you. Let's go look at it. First chart I have here, guys, that I want you guys to see. These are the amount of theaters AMC owns, okay? And I went ahead and did the math for you. These are through the years, guys, since 2013 to now. How many movie theaters have they owned? This is why a lot of us out there are saying he's the worst CEO ever and not the best. Like, you guys are all out there giving him this praise, and I'm going to explain to you why it's not even close. But let's look at it really quick. In 2013, that's when their most profitable year happened, believe it or not, because they had 345 movie theaters that year. And they made an average of almost $8 million each. That was a phenomenal number. You're actually making profits. So in 2014, they went ahead and they made one more theater. They got one more theater, but they made less. They lost $200 million, or I'm sorry, $200,000 per movie theater. It came down to $7.789 million per movie theater. In 2015, they went ahead and bought a small little budget company. I forget what it's called, like Starlink or something dumb. Who cares? They bought a couple of movie theaters, 20 movie theaters, and they came down in profits all the way down to $7.61 million per movie theater. Guys, write these numbers down if you need to. I'm going to help you, okay? Here we go. 2016, guess who showed up? Aron showed up in 2016. Aron walked in and said, yeah, you know what we should do? We should go buy more movie theaters. So he bought Odin movie theaters in Europe. The Netherlands, they also came along with UCI, which is all Southern America, just everywhere. These Middle East, they got movie theaters everywhere now. AMC is huge. They're the largest, 906 movie theaters. They expanded so massive. Hey, by the way, just so you know, the amount of money they make per movie theater got cut in half. They are carrying dead weight out of the 520 movie theaters that they bought. It weighed down their average all the way down to $3.5 million per movie theater. 3.5 million is what they make per movie theater. That's it. That's the profit they make. Or I don't want to say profit. That's the gross sales that they make. That was in 2016. Now they had a good year the next year, right? It's the record year because they got Carmichael in there. They got, Carmichael movie theaters. They got Odin movie theaters in there. They're running full throttle in 2017, and they come in at $5 million per movie theater. $5 million, guys. That's what they made per movie theater. They're still not at the level that they were at 2013. No. Let's go to the next year. Now we're getting good at what we do. Are we? 5.4. $5.4 million. They did that for 2 years in a row. 2018, 2019, they were stale. They were dead. They hired a new CFO. Give me an idea. Come on in, Sean Goodman. What was the idea? Well, 2020 hit. COVID, I'm sorry, COVID came in, and I just want to explain to you guys the drastic difference between 2019 and 2020 versus 2021. Guys, 2019, even through 2020, through March, they made $942 million in that quarter. $942 million while shutting down. The next quarter, they made $19 million. The next quarter, they made $120 million. The next quarter, they made $163. The next quarter, they made $148. That would even be quarter one of 2021. Remember, they made $148 million in quarter one of this year. I know they weren't open full. They were barely opening back up. But 148, and they were bragging about their numbers then. The earnings call came out, the next one, where they made $445 million quarter two, this last earnings that was just announced, where Aron went out there and made a 10-point bullet presentation about how he's going to sell shares when it runs up, and he's sorry for doing it, and it's going to happen. All this crap. Guys, $445 million, not even half of what they did in a shutdown period 2020. Believe it. That's what you're looking at. And yet they still got bonuses, they still took paid, and they still took profits. Now, when I look at this, I can go here. What you guys are all failing to realize, I don't even get it. They're not going to make money. We know that. They actually had a negative $700 million off of that 445 because they lost $334 million they lost in quarter two. They were negative $334 million. Now, I know it's not, but they beat the average per share. Yeah, because they diluted their shares. That's the screen you have here. Let's look at it. They had 100 million shares in 2018. That was the float. Kind of reminds you of like a GameStop float, right? 2018. Do you know how much the shares cost back then? They were at $25 a share. $24 a share in 2018. Now you come over and you fast forward. Look at when they increased their shares. This chart shows it to you right here. They increased their shares, guys, right when the run-up is happening right in front of you. They diluted this whole pump because this is not the stock that you were supposed to be pumping. But you said, hey, you idiots want to go? Let's go. And that's what they did for you. Not only did they increase the shares by 4 times. This is not a split. This is an offer. They actually offered up more shares to raise more money to stay alive. They're staying alive. Now they had I want to explain this to you guys. They were bragging in the earnings call. I'll just get off of that. Let's go over here real quick. Well, because I don't need to look at all these charts. You guys know what it is. They're bragging about having $1.8 billion in the bank. It's the most liquidity they've ever had. No shit. Sorry for the cursing. But yeah, they've never had more money than that. And they can't have more money than that. It's just not possible. When you're losing $120 million a month is the cash burn for all their theaters in Europe. Together, the Odin movie theaters, everything they do out there in UCI, they cash burn $120 a month. US is doing great, guys. The doors are blowing off in the US. There's only how many US movie theaters? 300, 400? That's why I'm telling you, it doesn't matter if you build 10 movie theaters, bro, and you announce it. That does nothing for us. I want to tell you this. Right now, labor increases are real. They did a price increase on sales, and yet their sales numbers still can't beat 2019, the first quarter of 2020, and or 2018, 2017, 2016. You can't even beat the sales of that, but yet you're actually selling more product. Because, to be honest with you, if you look at the report, foot traffic is down. It's not about how many gross dollars you're making. It's about what are your units per sale. How many buckets of popcorn am I really selling? How many Cokes am I really selling? The truth is there. Inflation is real. So who cares about the bottom dollar? Yes, you had a bigger dollar value than previous year, 2020, when it was a dead year. That doesn't matter. Show me 2019. Show me when you beat 2019. You can't. You can't, and you can never recover. This will never happen. I don't know if you guys don't know how to do math, but the math is real. The math that deferred rent in quarter one was $480 million. They did not pay their rent quarter one of this year, of 2021. They deferred their rent again in the second quarter where they were making money or not losing as much. They deferred $420 million. So they paid rent. They paid a little payment to someone for what, $35 million? And you guys are all like, oh, they're paying their bills. No, they deferred over $500 million in rent. They can't pay it. Their cash burns too much. They don't have enough in the treasury. They don't have enough to burn. But now that if they go and pay their rent, they're down to what? $1 billion? Their cash burn's going to last you 6 months, 7 months at most. That you're 2023, you're out of business. The only way they stay business, the only way they stay relevant is not if you go to the movies, guys. You can go to as many movies as you want. I just proved it to you. Doesn't matter. Their movie theaters don't make $7 million, $8 million each. They're making $5 million. They're not even doing that. Guys, you know what the rate is right now on movie theaters? They make $1.2 million each. The movie theaters make $1.2 million each. It is absolutely funny. It's hysterical to me. 1.2 million. They were making 5. They were making 8 before he ever got there. Look at the direction. 1/8 of what you used to make. That's what's happening right now. In a 7-year span, this company is not going to be around unless, oh, I'm so sorry, Crypto Dreams are going to get you there. DirecTV paying for rights is not going to get you there. UFC fights is not going to get you there. NFT dreams that you don't hire for are not going to get you there. The only thing that's going to get you there is if you go and tell the public you need more shares. So dilute the stock even more at this price and then see what happens. I wonder who's going to hold the bag on this one. Which AMC investor is really invested in the company? I've heard Trade say it all the time. Oh my goodness. Everybody loves to go to the movies. They're going to survive. They're going to do it. No, they're not. No, they're not. Everybody loved CDs at one point. Everybody used to love books, hardback books. Everybody loved getting movies delivered through mail. I mean, there's just so many things that have changed over the years. Remember what you used to do for fun. And then what do you do now? I guarantee you guys, this is a guarantee. You can write this down. It's going to be on the records forever, right? I post this on YouTube. You guys watch it. AMC movie theaters will ask you for more shares within 2 years. Aron will sell his shares within 2 years as well, within 1 year. I mean, he's going to sell right now. He has no choice. He's 67 years old. He needs to diversify his portfolio. He needs to get up out of here. But how the hell can you guys sit there with a straight face and say this is a good buy at $40? Why? Because you're going to swing it, you're going to day trade it, or you're going to diamond hand it. You're going to diamond hand it to what? Bankruptcy? It's coming. Or share dilution even more. You saw what they did this year, guys. They actually diluted their stock 5 times what it normally was. This is the plan. The plan is to implode. And I hope you guys aren't there hanging on to it as it does. Me personally, I wish you all the best of luck. I'm not telling you how to spend your money. That's not what I'm doing to you guys. A lot of you guys that are in the stock from day one, you're up and you're happy and you're feeling great, or you took profits and you're feeling good. All I'm doing is giving you the information you refuse to read and you refuse to go grab yourself. The truth is there. This company has lost everything. Everything. 80% of its profits are gone and they're not coming back. How the hell can you repair that? You can't. He already created the monster and he has you hanging on with tweets like this. Yo, choke on that. Well, swallow some hard truth there, Aron. Don't choke on it. I'll see you around tomorrow, guys. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop. GameStop. That's all facts.